Good morning, everybody, and happy Monday. Cloudy. The sun is trying to burn through. Very humid outside right now. We have 74 degrees, 23 degrees Celsius, and a lot of puppy dogs are outside for walks. So, getting little man out for his. And then I gotta get Princess out for hers. Video is exporting from yesterday. I edited last night, stayed up late, and I'm feeling the work we did. But I think the project came out pretty good. Next time we go up and see it, I'm sure it'll be a little bit more touched up. His sister was helping, and she's gonna go up and try to touch up to some of the areas that we just wanted to make sure we got 90% done. The flooring was the one I really went up for, and painting ended up becoming an additional thing to do. So, because Mike didn't get himself in motion yesterday morning. So, it's cool. I enjoyed it. I had fun. I really did. It was neat seeing it come together. And I'm sure throughout we'll get a chance to spend more time there. Unfortunately, the drone flight is out of focus. I did not notice that on the screen. Same with the Mavic 2. Mavic 2 is way harder for focus, and I think camera was aimed at something too close on the ground when I took off, and I didn't even realize it. Don't get me wrong, it's such a big area that you can still get the idea, but we'll definitely be doing some more drone flights up there, and we're definitely not going to discuss how high we were. But like I was saying the other night, there's a case where your elevation is already 1,000 feet versus here I am 500 and, if I freaking watch it go back, 509 feet. So 500 additional feet. Actually, it's over 1,000 feet. I think it was like 1,028. So over 500 feet higher, and I can still go the same distance. So, but definitely some pretty mountains up there, and we'll be doing more of that. Got some panoramics, but we did have a storm moving in, so we had to kind of do what we could do and bring it back down. Well, I only tested it a little bit yesterday, but his Pocket 3, after I did a factory reset and a calibration and everything, seemed to be working just fine, from what I can tell. Now, granted, I use them every day, and I know the limits and whatnot too. I don't really know specifically what he was having problems with, but I think it was the gimbal would kind of get out of line, which happens occasionally. I just caught a video just now, though. There is an attachment by, I think it's Hawthorne, that actually gives you the ability, like the little charging dock that I have two of, one in each car, but it actually gives you the magnet mount now for the Action. So it's a single piece instead of having these little plates, but I kind of like these little plates. They work out just fine, and that gives me the option to connect it to a whole bunch of other things. Whereas in the car, I need to be able to just plug the device in and shorten it up quite a bit. Down here we got some blue skies going. It's looking prettier down here than it is up by the apartment. Still it's definitely cloudy outside. So the CPL filter is out for delivery via UPS. I will not probably be here when it arrives, because normally we're not a morning delivery. Who knows? But I am going to be getting out of here in the next hour and a half or so, so I can go over to my mom's and visit with my aunt and uncle and my mom. And my sister actually asked me to do something yesterday that I never got over there to do. We didn't get home until like 20 minutes of 8. Because I had to stop and fill the car with gas. Actually, the gas light came on the way home. I'm like, oh shit. But I got it nice and full of fuel, so that's done and over with. And her car I've only basically gone back and forth to work, so I've been taking my car more often because of the humidity and the heat, but I'm going to take her car today. It needs to be run. So, yeah, I think the brightness for the other Pocket 3 might have been the CPL filter. If not, I'm going to have to check some more settings, because it definitely seemed way brighter than mine. Maybe the display brightness. I thought I had mine cranked to 100% now because I was having a hard time seeing it. I'm not sure. Look into that. Oh, so, but if we ever do any adventures, both pockets are going to come with me. So if Mike needs to use one, he can. I told him, I said, you know, anytime you ever need to use it, and even Tim, if he wants to borrow it and use it, you know, we can always stick an SD card in it, and he can, you know, borrow an SD card. He did give me a ImageMate 256 with it, but I threw in the Evo 512. Sometime down the road, if I ever see the Pros on sale again, and I actually have money, I'll probably pick up another Pro just so I have all the cameras on the same cards. It slightly increases the import speed, and I mean very slightly. So the Evos they're not much slower. So, oh yeah. Actually, what I do need to do, I did mark the cameras too. So this is Pocket 3.1, Pocket 3.2, and I also had to mark the mic on that one. So I knew which mic, and that one's easy to tell because it's right on the clip. His still has the covering on it, but I actually wrote on mine because I pull all that little plastic covering off. But it'll wear off in time, so eventually I'll be like, okay, which one's which? Because I mean, they're identical. They don't really wear to the point you can't tell which mic is older. What are you thinking, boo? Huh? What are you thinking? Come on, let's keep walking. Really gotta come down here and trim off this sumac and some of these pine trees. One day I'm tired of it and bring the sawzall down. Yeah, closing shift tonight, closing shift tomorrow, and then I open on Wednesday, and then I'm off Thursday and Friday. And then I think the manager's back from vacation then, because he's been gone since last Friday. It's really weird how they have to run their vacations, because they're really, they can't like miss multiple weekends in a row. It's against company policy for them, which kind of makes sense in a way, but still, I mean, if you have like a big trip, say you're going to Disney, you're not going to want to like do it midweek crap. That would kind of suck in a way. Well, I woke up and I was a little bit sore, but now that I've gotten up and gotten moving here, I'm feeling pretty much back to normal. So that's a good thing, because I was getting a little concerned when I woke up and my back was like, hey, there was a lot of up and down, and you know, stretching my arms out, painting and doing things, you know, you don't do on a regular basis. There's a lot of motions you don't do. I did take my knee pads with me for doing the flooring and just did the flooring. I didn't worry about them. At one point I'm like, I probably should have put them on. And Mike's like, I told you to bring them. I said, they're in my bag. They're with me in spirit. But that flooring went down pretty easy, and we did it pretty simple. I mean, there is an offset because we have a full length piece, and then a short piece, and then we'd start with short piece and go full length. So we did do like a 5-inch offset, and it looks nice. That flooring came out really good. He messaged me last night. He did the return. They gave him his money back, and they told him he didn't need to return the package. I'm like, that sounds weird. And then he got a second email. We do need it back, because he was going to give me that box, but it's like one box isn't going to do anything here for us. Although it did go pretty far. I'm not going to lie. That went a fairly long distance. It's kind of surprised how. And it was really easy to put in, even the one piece that I goofed up and we had to pull it out. And I was able to slip the other piece right in there that was cut right to fit right back in. So it was that final wall that became time consuming. I had to keep taking off the baseboards and raise them up, so because that was where the closet had been in the room. I had to raise the floor in the back corner. Probably didn't do it the most professional way. I used the cardboard box from the flooring to level the floor off, and it was perfect. I'm like, that works. All right, so they're now 2 weeks behind on doing this project. I was told they weren't coming until last week, but apparently they were supposed to be here the week of 4th of July. And their plan is to dig it up and fill it with stone and see where the stone goes to get an idea what's wrong. Apparently though, there is a cave-in up along the mailboxes up here. Oops, you're not aiming at it. I'm zoomed. But that divot right here, come here, Mateo. I know I'm zoomed in, but I don't have to get too close. This, from the original sink-in, is compounding more and more, and this spot right here where this wet spot is, zoom back. That wet spot, that's starting to, this whole section right where this crack is going, and it's connecting to that. So this thing could come all the way out into the road here very soon if they don't start doing something. I'm just gonna say code violation. I mean, they're not taking any emergency protocol to get it fixed. And what they're gonna do is just waste money. So, instead of fixing it, but the right way. This is the frustrations here. Alrighty, get Mateo, I'm gonna take him for a full lap, then get Priya out for her full lap. At that point, the video should be exported, and we should be able to get yesterday uploaded. I told Mike, I said, I really wish we could have painted that fast. I mean, those type of projects with the Action 5 and ultra wide, that room is 8 by 9 maybe. It wasn't a very big room, but I wish we could have painted and put the flooring down as fast as the time lapse was, for sure. Not that we weren't going pretty good. Because I grabbed the paint and grabbed the paint roller and started painting. I had the green wall halfway done when he's like, oh, well, I guess I'll grab a brush and start touching up around the areas you're not hitting. Okay. The other change I made this morning was I actually switched this one back over to Havoc, because that is supposed to be the equal or better quality than an H.264, because it's Havoc 265, but it doesn't say the 265. So this whole time I've been running it in 264, and really it's supposed to be the same quality but bigger file sizes. So maybe that'll help things out again too. Alright, getting Princess out for her walk, and get the video uploading, hop in the shower, and yeah, go visit family, and then go to work for the night. So exciting. I honestly don't remember the last time I drove this car. It's been a hot minute, I know that. We're just above half tank. Alright, this car is good for definitely this week. So, the other car is good for a couple weeks probably, as long as I don't have to go anywhere. Oh, yeah. Alright, heading over to my mom's, visit with my aunt, uncle, and my mother. And then head to work. Just, what a quick turnaround. It is so freaking humid out though. It is gross. The only downside with this car is the AC being out with the humidity. Mine yesterday on the way out, I literally was turning the air conditioner dial up because it was so cold. That changed in a hurry because he only has one AC in that house. 5,000 BTU, and the back bedroom we had a fan running, but it was not really a lot. we were roasting. Well, it's all right. It's good to sweat. Like I said, I'm still proud of what we got done in like 6 hours, I think, something like that. As we got there, we didn't really start like right away. I didn't really pay too close attention to times. It's funny, I text Mike though, it's like I got the new light blue speckled Apple Watch Ultra 2. Little blue speckles. Most of them came off in the shower. So, cloudy, humid. I think we're supposed to get some rain today. Good day to be at work. We actually have quite a full cast of associates today too, until 6:30. And then it goes down to 2 of us. So, but hopefully by that point we have the store pretty much fixed up, and it's a good night, because that should be when I start floors. Oh, I might actually, I'm not going to say might, I'm going to let Aaron know that, yeah, I'm going to come over, and he's got a pretty tall bush that he wants trimmed up. So one of these days I have 5 seconds of life to myself. Stop over at his house and do that. I need some trash bags to clean up the mess, but I'll get with him on that. So should be able to get it with the trimmer. It is tall, but that with that hedge trimmer thing on there, that thing gets pretty long. So these little odds and end jobs, I mean, every little thing helps. Well, everybody, I think it might rain. Oh, this just started about, I don't know, 10 minutes ago. We had a lightning strike in the backyard that scared the hell out of my uncle and I. Wow. That is insane. All right, well, right on time. It was nice to see my aunt and uncle. It's, we don't see each other enough. It's just 4.5 hours long trip. It's nearly blinding rain right now. This is insane. It's still thunder and lightning. The roadways are actually somewhat already flooding. I think we're going to do this trick. If I can avoid crossing too many streets, it makes this trip a lot easier. I'm not going to go all the way down like I've been doing. But, alrighty. Yeah, the road is literally just puddling. Wow. I would show you, but this camera will just go out of focus. Another major lightning strike right in front of me. It is coming down like freaking gangbusters here. I mean, the road, you can't even really, it's just an inch deep of water. And along the curbs, it's like 4 or 5 inches deep. Good thing they have a drain down here, otherwise this would be filling up. Ooh, might be lightening up finally. Holy buckets. That's a thunder shower, that's for sure. There was flash flood warnings in the area, I think, today too. Now I see why. Not sure if that's staying in focus. If you can see along the curb how wide and how deep that water is. It is flowing to all the gutters. Oh, we're gonna hit a spot. Got to be careful when that happens. It'll hydroplane you or rip the wheel out of your hand, because that is deep water. I stopped at a red light and the storm caught back up to me again. It is getting worse. Jeez. Oh, let's just stand into the underpass. Oh, through the roundabouts. Yeah, the road is just not handling this. Closer I get to work, it's dry. I wonder if that storm's coming this way though, or if it's just around the edge of it, because like there's this clear spot, but there's definitely a dark cloud above my head right now. Yeah, it's gonna rain. This is such a bummer. 9 o'clock at night and it's already getting dark again. Seems like that late was not very long this year. Time kind of flew. When we make the turn here, we're gonna have cotton candy skies. Hopefully these morons decide to stop. If not, we're gonna get hit and it'll be their fault. A little bit of it left, not much. It was pretty as I walked out. And it's okay, it's over to our right a little bit. So we come around this bend. We'll get to see it. Yeah, you can see it now. Oh, what a night. All right, heading home. Gotta hug my puppies. I'm not gonna talk about it, but gotta hug my puppies. Oh, no, it swung over to the left. There it is. Oop. Try not to hit people. That would suck.